Welcome back to the Pen and Ink Well. So I am super excited. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I started seeing photographs of this pen online a couple of weeks ago, maybe a bit more, maybe about a month ago. I've really enjoyed Pelikan pens, but up to this point I've never really found one that's actually sort of, I'm giving it away a little bit actually, aren't I? But I've never really found one that I've liked that the size of it has matched the pattern that's on it. You know, what I mean is they've brought out M200s with pretty patterns, and but the 200s sometimes I find a little bit small for an everyday pen, and I really like the size of the M600 and the 800. But their designs on those pens, other than they did bring out the tortoiseshell as a limited edition, but I already looked at that in the 400 range anyway, in the smaller size, so I didn't want to get the 600 just because of that. But the other 600s tended to be sort of more masculine, I find, and that's just my opinion, you know, that they were, you know, there was the blue, there was the green, there was the red, and I am quite a girly girl. I do like things to be pretty, and my idea of pretty is pretty, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. So when they brought this out and I saw these pictures, I got hold of my friends down at Purepens. I got hold of Ross and said, is this true, is this coming out? He said, yeah, we'll have a look. And I had a phone call, well, I didn't have a phone call, I had an email actually, sorry, on Thursday saying that they were in, and Friday afternoon on my way home from work I called in to pick one up because I wanted to get my hands on this very quickly to have a look at this, and for you guys to see it, and more importantly for me to see it in the flesh. So this is what I'm talking about. I am talking about the Pelikan M600 in pink. It is pink and white, and it's lovely. And look at this. Look at that box. How sexy is that box? Really girly box. So we'll have a look. I'm going to open it now, but we'll look at it closer in a minute. But I'll open it this with you. Look at that. Look at that. How cool is the packaging on its own? So this is, as I say, M600 in pink. Let me just get this out for you. We'll look closer in detail in a moment. But look at that. Pink stripes. Exactly what I've been looking for. Pink stripes and white. So I am really excited. I'll tell you, I have been diplomatic and I have sort of calmed down a bit and used it as a pen and seen what I sort of thought about it. So when I turn the camera around now, I'll look at it a bit more seriously. But this is the M600 in pink, the Pelikan M600 in pink. Just got in this week, and I am going to look at it a little closer with you in just a moment. Please come back. Thank you. Welcome back, and thanks for joining me to have a look at this Pelikan M600 again. I've calmed down with my excitement a little bit. I am still very excited to show you this, but I'm not quite as animated as I was a few moments ago. But I want to show you this. Can I apologise for the lighting? It's not great, I'm afraid. I've only got one backlight and it's coming from the left hand side, as you can see quite clearly in this picture. I haven't got any light coming from the right. But I will just ask my daughter to go and put one of the little lamps on in the room, see if it makes any difference. I don't think it's going to make a blind bit of difference, but we'll have a try. But other than that, no, that's on and it hasn't made any difference. So we'll just have to go with what we want, because I don't want to wait any longer, but I have got more lights on the way. So this is how this arrives. Pelikan never disappoint with their packaging, and this is no exception. It's a love it or hate it packaging, probably. I happen to love it. People have commented on my Instagram photos, also happen to love it. But as I say, it comes in this Pelikan cardboard box to begin with. M600 pink. See the right at the end of the box there? And this one is with an extra fine nib. Those of you that know me, always my preference, an extra fine nib. So we'll open this up and see what we've got inside. So we've got this extra box inside that I showed you at the start. So here's the box. And it comes with the Pelikan catalogue as well, and the guarantee, the warranty that comes with it, and all the information that you get from there. So we'll put that aside for now. Sorry, I think I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold or something. And here's the packaging. Different, shall we say. When I first saw it, I thought, am I going to have to undo every single one of these? No, it's a simple answer, thank goodness. Otherwise that, I think, may have put me off a little bit. Well, once I'd opened it originally. So we just opened this up from there. So we've got this lace-up situation here across the box with this burgundy sort of cerise colour ribbon, and it's magnetic. There's a little magnet in here. You see that it's catching back onto there, and it opens up like that. And there she is inside. It's definitely a she. This is the M600 Pink. I love pink. I like anything pink. See, with my nails, they need redoing and touching up a little bit, but the pink matches the pink, so we'll go with it for today. And we'll take this out. I'll put this beautiful packaging out of the way, otherwise it's going to distract from there. So here we are, the Pelikan M600 in pink. Those of you that are very familiar with the Pelikans, they don't change a lot. They've got a system that works. The M200s, then the 205s, the 400s with the gold nibs, the same size as the 200s. Then we have the 600s, then going up into the 800s and the M1000s, then getting bigger in size each time. They have this stripe pattern that is sort of is sort of well known for them. Traditionally they do it in red, green and blue, but this is a new offering for them, and I'm super excited the fact that they've done it, as I've already said. So this one is white. Usually they're black with the other colours, so take a look in closer detail. So we've got this gold clip, and at the top is that Pelikan logo. There at the top of this pen, the cap of the pen. The clips are always good. It's a strong clip if you were going to use the clip. And then around the rim of the cap here, you can see the wording on there. It says Pelikan Sovereign Germany. So this is the part of their Sovereign range. We'll have a look. So we've got the stripes down the barrel here. We'll look at those in a little closer detail. And then the tail end of this pen, the screw part of the piston filler, the two gold rings running right the way around it, I should say, and then white to match the cap. So we take that off. It is a screw cap. I always prefer a screw cap. And we'll put that aside. It does post quite nicely actually. I never used to be somebody to post pens, but I've come to enjoy posting pens actually, so it does post really well, but I'll take that off for you to have a look at it in more detail in a moment. So we'll have a look. Let's see if we can have a look at this nib. Beautiful nibs. See if that will focus. No, that isn't focusing. Let's take that back out. Right, now you can see it. There we are. It's a beautiful nib. That's much better. You can see that there now. This is an 18 karat gold, and this is an extra fine two-tone nib. We have that scroll work across the nib at the top here that I really enjoy, and then the Pelikan logo in the middle there. So it is actually, please, I apologise for that. This is a 14 karat gold nib, not an 18, I'm afraid. 14 karat gold, I should have known that. Written just there, as well as EF. This is an extra fine nib. Beautiful looking nib. Gold around the rim here of the pen. And as I said, that gold then matches the gold this end of it. And then we have these pink stripes. So I think actually the barrel of it is all pink, and then they've put these, they've put these sort of cream stripes across it then to break it up. It's a lovely shiny barrel. The pink has got a lovely sheen to it. It's not a baby pink, it's more of a sort of burgundy sort of pink. It's quite a dark pink actually. It's not sort of sickly baby pink, it's a nice pink. Whether many of you men would enjoy it, I don't know, that's entirely up to you. I love it. My daughter loves it. My husband looked at it and went, yeah, no, not really me. But as I said, each to their own. I absolutely love that from this. So it is a piston filler. I'm not going to sort of twist it because it is filled with ink at the moment, because I'm going to do a writing sample for you. But this just twists out as you fill into the bottle of ink, and it twists out. So you have to use bottled ink with this. You can't use cartridges. This is a piston filler pen, and it holds a lot of ink actually, so it will last you a little while you've got it filled with ink. If I give you some measurements on this pen actually, and I put that back together, it is, you just see my notes here, it is 20 grams in weight with the cap on, as you see it here. It's 14 grams without the cap. Lengthwise, it's 132 millimeters with the cap on like this. It's 124 millimeters without the cap from the bottom to the tip of the nib, and then 153 millimeters posted. Circumference wise then, well not circumference, sorry, width wise it's 13 millimeters wide there. It's a very nicely balanced pen. You could write, I've written with it non-posted, you can see it there in the hand, it fits well in your hand. The tapered grip section here fits well. These indents, you know, with the tapers don't, where the cap screws on, don't get in the way at all, but equally it's still really well balanced with the cap on, and again doesn't get in your way. It's not top heavy at all. It's lightweight, but other than that, I'm going to do a writer sample for you in 2 seconds, and I'll come back to you in just 2 seconds. Thank you. Welcome back. So I'm going to do a quick writing sample with this now. So this is the M600 Pink, and this is an extra fine nib. This is actually a true reflection of an extra fine Western nib. I've found sometimes with the gold Pelikan nibs, they've tended to be a little broader than the steel ones, and I haven't found an extra fine nib that's sort of satisfied me actually, but this one really does. And this, the ink I've got in here is Noodler's Black Swan in English Roses. I apologise if you can hear the ice cream van in the background there. It's Sunday night, it's late, but still the ice cream van is coming around, hoping that somebody still wants ice cream on a Sunday evening at this time. I admire his positivity, I suppose, or his hopefulness. Anyway, back to this. So this, it's a nice, it's a beautiful nib. It hasn't skipped at all. As I say, it writes a nice extra fine nib. Is there any line variation? There is a little line variation. You can get some out of that, as you can see. Put a bit of weight on that, because these gold nibs do offer a little bit of flex in them. There's a bit of give in these nibs, and you can get them going from there. Upside down writing, yeah, you could actually. That writes fairly well upside down to give you an even finer nib should you want that, or if you're looking at it with, you know, with maybe drawing or anything like that. Is there anything else you sort of wanted to see from it? The nib flow as well, I haven't seen any skipping from it. It's buttery smooth. There's no issue. And actually, a lot of the time there's a fair bit of feedback with extra fine nibs. This one is actually just really smooth. I'm hoping that that Scribble One Bod is going to have a look at this and see if how he feels with an extra fine nib. Doesn't usually like that. We have different tastes in nibs, but you know, I've tried a 1.1 out, so you know, it's time that he has a look at this. This is At the moment, as I say, this was sent to us by Ross and his team at Purepens to look at this and review it. It's retailing on their site for £230 here in the UK. I think it's a beautiful pen. It is a 14 karat gold nib pen. It is different. It's something that I don't think that Pelikan will offer again very soon. It's a pretty pen. I'm hoping I can add this to my collection. I have to check the finances out and see whether I can manage to sneak this in without anybody noticing that it's arrived here. I love it. I don't think I'm biased. It's just my taste. I was excited when I saw the pictures. I'm more excited now that I've seen it. I'm even more excited after writing with it. I hope you like it. If you don't, then take it as a review and have a look at it. You know, for the other M600s, they're exactly the same shape, the same size, the same nibs, just different patterns on them. So it gives you an idea of how that is. Again, please, if there's any comments, please leave comments below. Subscribe to my channel below. Check out my Instagram, Inkwell Pens. Twitter is the same as well. I tend to post more on Instagram. And then if there's anything you want me to take a look at, any pens you'd like me to take a look at and requests that I do a review of, again, leave suggestions in the comment boxes below and I'll see what I can do. But I hope you have a lovely day, evening, wherever you are, and speak to you soon. Bye bye.